the demo I said.
Sure. Yeah. Hi, Sanaya. Good morning.
Hi, Nikhil. Good morning.
Yeah, let me introduce myself first. So I'm Nikhil. I'll be taking care of this Servicenow training, ITSM admin as well as development. So I do have total experience of 10 plus years in Servicenow ecosystem. And so into various modules. So here we are mainly focusing on ITSM admin as well as development side with integrations as well. Yeah, so this is pretty about me. Can you introduce yourself a bit and what are your expertise and what are you're looking in exactly in service now with this training?
I'm working as a test engineer, Nikhil. So I'm looking to develop myself and moving to the uh, development or admin side. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that is the reason I reached out to the HKR group. So
Okay,
uh, uh,
so
I know nothing about the service now, but my client was using the service now, so it's pretty good. I mean, to change the domain and entirely. So that is the reason.
okay.
And
So you are a tester in service now or it's a different tool?
no, it's a different completely. One of
Okay,
the
got
pharma
it.
module,
Mm-hmm.
but they were using the service now stream. So
Okay, got
mhm.
it. Yeah. So that's good to know. So mainly, let's start with what is ServiceNow and why it plays main role in uh, service operations. So ServiceNow is nothing but a cloud-based tool, so which automates all the enterprise operations. So here, enterprise is nothing but a company. So if you take any company, so we need to automate all the basic operations. So that means so we will be eliminating manual steps. So it can be a routing or it can be automatically creating a record or sending an approval or sending a notification so or creating a flow. So whatever it is. So we'll be uh, eliminating the manual process and so with the help of service now so we can automate everything inside an enterprise is nothing but a company. So now if you take any company, so yeah, in service now we'll be having many modules, so like starting with ITSM, CSM and HRSD and many modules. So ITSM is a core module. So it is a core module for ServiceNow. So that means most of the functionalities will be covered in ITSM itself. So remaining, so those were process wise. So that will be different. So ITSM is nothing but IT service management. So that means if you take any company, so let's say there are 10,000 employees under that company. So now whatever the issues or whatever the requests which are there for those 10,000 users, right? So those will be taken care in ITSM module. That's why we call it as a internal employees. So that
What
means,
about the
uh,
CMD,
so if you take
CMDB?
CMDB, so that comes with ITOA module. CMDB is nothing but so if you take any company, right? So the same if you take same company, so now there would be configurational items, right? For that company, it might be servers or it might be printers or hard drives or it can be anything, right? Print routers or anything. So in CMDB, so we'll be discovering that and storing it in tables. So we'll be capturing, okay, so let's take a printer. So it will be capturing. So when you brought that printer, what is the serial number? What is the warranty date? So when it is going to expire? What is the working condition? So whether it is already deprecated or working. So all this will be taken care by CMDB. So that will be part of IT IT operational maintenance.
Okay, so you are saying in ITOM, so we'll maintain a one database table structure. We'll maintain all the operation if it is end user laptop or any printer or all the
Yes,
information we're
anything.
gonna store in our ServiceNow DB. That is CMDB. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
No, but we have many child tables as well, but at high level, so we'll be calling it as CMDB underscore CA table. But under that, let's say for servers, we'll be having different tables. Let's say for Solaris server, Linux server, Windows server, so different tables. And same for softwares and hardwares, and then printers, switches, everything will be having different tables, and we'll be gathering those information and storing in this table. So
Okay.
that,
Are we gonna
yeah,
touch in that module, Aniket, in this course?
no, it's a totally a different module. So with for that you need to know ITSM first. So because
Okay.
yeah, 70 to 80% of so that will depend on ITSM. So whatever the script which you're going to learn, right, and whatever the backend functionality, so you need to use same in ITOM. But process wise it is different, but the backend functionality is right. So as a ServiceNow developer, so whatever we need to write those logic, so that will be part of ITS. So that's the
Mm.
reason. So as I said, it's a core module. So whatever the module you are going to touch, right? So mostly everything would be look similar to ITS. So first, if you want to learn I2M, right, so first you need to learn ITSM and then practice for some days, maybe 1 to 2 months. So then you can, so once you are familiar with all end-to-end operations, so then you can go for I2M.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. So now in ITSM, so whatever the issues or whatever the concerns, let's say I am also one of the employee uh, under those 10,000 users, 10,000 employees. So now let's say I got one issue saying that my laptop is not working from yesterday. So in order to do my day-to-day activities, so I need that fixed. So I will be creating an incident saying that my laptop is not working. So that comes under IT, right? So that will be going for in the we are talking about ITSM here. So whenever an incident is created, so we need to automatically route to some particular group, like whoever is responsible to resolve that issue. But as a end user, right? So let's say I am the one who created, right? I am not aware like who which group or which persons will be taking care of these kind of issues, right? But yeah, in the back end, so we'll be creating logics saying that okay, so if if user is creating a ticket under this particular category, so we need to route that to okay software or hardware group. Okay, so if you are creating a different incident, so with some keywords, so we need to capture those and we need to route to some other groups. So if you see here, so this routing, right? So let's say this is a incident which I created. So now automatically it will be landed in no space, right? So like it is not assigned to anyone if there is no logic. Again, someone should come here and read, okay, what is the exact issue, and they will be routing it to whichever the group they want, right? So because there is no logic present. So now using ServiceNow, so what we'll be doing, you can write logics to route, okay, so if okay, so this is what user selected, okay, so we need to route it to software. So that means we are eliminating that manual process, and it can reduce the ticket resolution time as well, because as soon as it got created, so we are assigning it to some other group, so who take care of laptop issues, and they will start working on it and they will provide the resolution. But if there is any delay, right, so it can delay that resolution process as well. So this is one of the examples. So not only this, let's say you are a new employee, and your manager wants to order a laptop for you. So ordering, or maybe ordering a laptop, right? So it requires many manual steps, right? Or maybe it may require many steps which needs to be taken care of. Let's say uh, so let's say if you're going to join on 15th January. So let's say your manager or maybe hiring manager, so they will raise laptop request for you on 5th January. So in that case, so you have 10 days period, right? So in that 10 days period, so everything will be approved. Everything, whatever the operation they have configurations, right? So that will be done, and you'll be getting laptop before 15th Jan. So that means before joining uh, before onboarding you into any project, or maybe for that particular date, so whatever the date is provided. So now let's say if your manager raises a request saying that, okay, so yeah, Sandhya is going to join on 15th January and she needs laptop. So your manager will be creating a request. So now uh, to where it will be routed, and for a laptop requested, so there will be many approvals, right? So from project perspective, and so even though once it is approved, so what is the cost of that? So, and what is uh, uh, project cost? So, how much we are going to pay for laptop? Even once it is approved, so it will be going for procurement, right? Let's say if that is available, or if they want to buy from any external vendor. So, if it is available, so they need to configure, right? So, let's say whichever the softwares or application that needs to be installed in that laptop, and once they install, so again it needs to be packed and shipped, and they'll be routing it to logistics team, and they'll be delivering that product to you, right? So if you see, there are multiple teams involvement, right? So the more teams we have, so the more time will be wasted in between, right? Like sending emails and passing information, and there will be many much communication gap. So using ServiceNow, what we can do, so as soon as manager created request, so we can send approval, and then so it is totally automated. So we can send approval. So once so approval is sent, so we can send emails as well saying that, okay, so this is the employee. Yeah, Sandhya is going to join on 15th January, so you need to approve. So once manager approves, again it will be creating a ticket with let's say procurement, saying that, okay, so manager has been approved, so you need to procure this kind of laptop for this particular user. So they will procure that laptop, and so once they close ticket, again next ticket will be created with some different group, and in between, so we'll be sending email notifications as well. So what is the status to whoever created. So everything we can automate. So in this way, as we discussed first, right? So we are automating all the enterprise operations. So not only these two use cases, it can be anything. So basically at high level, so using ServiceNow, so we can reduce the manual processes, and we'll be automating whatever the functionalities or whatever the operations which are there in a company.
So, like, whatever the tables, like whatever we created the outside of the Informatica,
Can you go on mute,
they will reside in
Mayuri?
their original database, but only the logical structure would be replicated inside the Informatica. Just see what happens. You can create
You can create your table structure in your notepad also,
Mayuri, can you go on mute?
right?
Yeah.
And then that logical structure you will go, that logical structure table DDL that you have created, and this logical structure what you have done, this logical structure you can go and then you can create it. Whenever you query, then what happens? Logical data or logical structure is mapped with your, with what? Your, it is mapped with your physical structure. That is the data. Somewhere this data is resides over there, and then data is displayed over there. Can you open the command prompt? Just show you whenever.
Like I have like some little bit confusion about
Yeah, give me a second, guys.
Okay.
Mayuri, can you go on mute? So we are hearing lot of voice. Yeah. Yeah. Any questions till now?
Yeah.
Like
So
Mhm.
as a developer, right? So based on the client requirements and how the routing or process they want, we can create using forms, list and whatever. But developers will do that one. As a service now admin, what is our exact work over here?
So admin, so like the requirements will be, so that will be decided by so our managers or maybe team leads, right? But at high level, so admin is nothing but will be taking care of some basic functionalities. Let's say creating a user or maybe creating a group or providing roles, uh, providing roles to users. If there is any debugging, right? Let's say a functionality is already there, but somehow it is not working, or maybe something has broken in that. So we'll be checking that. If it requires again development work, so again they'll be doing. But yeah, if it is a minor enhancements, right? So as a uh, admin, so yeah, so he or she will be taking care of those minor enhancements as well, and release activities as well. So depending upon companies, so some companies they'll be having operations team. So they'll be taking care of releases, but yeah, so it is also one of the admin work as well. The releases is nothing but like whatever the development developers are doing, right? So that once it is tested in test environment and then in UAT, and then so that will be moved to production, right? So that moment will be taken care by admins itself, but that is subjected to so whatever the process they are following in the company. But yeah, sometimes they may have a different group as well, so different team operations, so they'll be taking care of those. And like so again, this we can call it as a incidents as well. So like whatever the issues or concerns which are related to service now, right? So that, so these are some of the core areas like where admin will be working.
Okay. He or she, the admin will participate in even in integration, or the team will do that
Uh,
integration part?
no, even that as well. So that comes under this debugging. If there is any something is broken or maybe any enhancement, but that doesn't comes to admin because integration is not something. So this is like minimal fix, right? So you need to interact with the other part as well. So whichever the application outside of service now. And initially, uh, basically what will happen, so let's say I'm the developer. If I worked on some XYZ integration, so if there is any issue, right, so it will be again coming to me because I am the one who developed it from scratch. It doesn't go to admin, but that depends. So if you have that much expertise to debug, right, so then yeah, they may route it to us. Otherwise it will be going to the developer itself.
Oh, okay. So when you say integration, right?
Mhm.
Uh, does in what kind of scenarios we need to do the integration?
No, we won't be doing on our basis, but yeah, based on client requirement, right?
Mhm.
Based on stakeholders, let's say if they want to communicate or maybe share information from ServiceNow to any other third party application. So that is where this integration comes into picture. Let's say we have a Jira application, and now from this ServiceNow instance, so let's say you need to share some information to Jira. So that is nothing but, so you need to establish integration and then send information from ServiceNow to Jira. So they also will be Jira application will also be synced with ServiceNow. So basically, in order to streamline and have data in every application, right? So that is where this integration comes into picture.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So are you gonna touch on that integration part also, right?
Yes. Yeah, as I said, right? So we'll be covering admin for initial few days, and then so for ServiceNow, so we need JavaScript that expertise, but not in depth. So, but at basics, so we want to know. So we'll be covering those as well. So in couple of sessions, and then development, and then integrations. So we'll be taking some uh, we have some ways like where we can set up an integration through Postman, or maybe we can take one more ServiceNow instance as well, like we can communicate how data is flowing, so how we can send a request. So we will see all those in integration, but at high level, so we'll be covering admin part, development, as well as integrations. Yeah, so these are the three things which we'll be covering, yeah, in ITSM side. Any other question, Utkarsh? Any questions from your side?
Yes, I have a question related to integration only, but it is something like uh, deep in the sense. For example, if I'm integrating with the teams, can we send the messages to a person only, not in the channel? Because I explored so many videos and
Hmm.
documents there, I can see they are sending messages in the channel only. But what if we
Hmm.
want to send it to a user? For example, if the state is closed or resolved, then a confirmation message.
Yeah, we can send it because so I think so we from ServiceNow, so we have email ID, and so in Teams also we have email ID, right? So we can take any unique parameters which defines
Mhm.
user, so we can send. That function is, I think it's already have. So if you have spokes, right? So let's say if you are the one created an incident, right? So once it is resolved, so we can set up that integration. So once it is state move to resolve, so you'll be getting that Teams message saying that, okay, so this is a resolution notes. So like whatever the action which has been taken.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that we can do, not only in channel. Channel is
Okay.
only for maybe showing some alerts, or maybe if there is any P1 ticket created. So
Mhm.
if you want to notify any specific team, so then only that channel comes into picture.
Mm, okay. Well, I tried. I saw that by using webhooks we can't do that. Like
No,
sending.
no, not with webhook. So we have something called integration hub, right? So if you have that
Yes.
license, yeah, it can be done.
Also tried to install some spokes, but there it is telling to just a state will be created. Then you can send message. Not the one which I'm looking for.
No, I think we have that. I think if there is no out of box variant, so you need to create a custom actions, and that can be doable.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you joined in between, right? So yeah, in
Yes.
starting of this session, so we are just going with introductions. Yeah. So can you give your bit of introduction about yourself and what exactly you're looking for and what is your current role.
Uh, okay, so myself Utkarsh Upadhyay, and I'm currently working in Nagaro as a ServiceNow developer. And actually, I have overall 3.5 years of experience, but in
Mhm.
ServiceNow it's only 2 to 3 months. And I'm
Mhm, okay.
actually looking for the ITSM part as well as ITOM limit servers in CMDB, because right now the
Mhm, okay.
project requirement is these all the things I'm going through on my own by using Now Learning and other documents.
Okay. Yeah, I think I said same thing to Sandhya as well. Yeah. So in order to know I2AM, right? So since ITSM is a course, so first you need to know end-to-end functionalities which are there in ITSM. So then, yeah, so you can go for I2AM. So even in I2AM, so you don't need to have that much scope, right? I think so we have alert management, service mappings, discovery, and all those mid servers. So based on your requirements, so maybe if needed, then you can plan for I2A module.
Okay. One more thing I need to ask is
Mhm.
there we are covering localization and translation also, like dynamic translation. Or
No, that requires some additional plugins. So so that we won't be covering. But if you need, maybe I can share some documentation with you.
okay.
Maybe if we know more details what exactly you're looking for, right? But that
Okay.
requires a lot of customization. So there is
Mm-hmm.
no such function out of box way. Like if you install that uh, plugin, so like it won't translate all those because you need to configure that. Like we have many plugins, so I16 and something like that, and global translation. So these are some plugins available if you want to translate, but that depends what exactly you need to translate.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. All right. Yeah. So further details will be shared by Mayuri. If you have any questions in between, right? So you can don't hesitate to ask Mayuri. So we'll try to answer those. Yeah, okay then. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.